Bui Thuy Trang and my English name is May. I'm from class GCC. Today I'm glad to present to you about glaciers. The presentation is divided into 5 parts. To part 1, I'm glad to answer the question, what glaciers are? And the second one, I'd like to tell you where we can find them. And the next one, I'd like to show you how glaciers are formed. Do you wonder what they will look after forming and what will happen to them? I will tell you in part 4. And finally, do you know why people worried about them? I will explain to you why they are like that. Let's go to part 1. I'd like to answer what glaciers are. Glaciers are rivers of ice. This river can be more than 1 kilometer deep. Because the ice is so heavy, the glacier moves. It moves really slowly at a speed of about 1 meter every day, so it would take them nearly 3 years to travel 1 kilometer. Glaciers are big. The smaller ones are about the size of a football pitch, and the longest ones are more than 160 kilometers. Now we've moved on to part 2. I'd like to tell you where we can find them. Glaciers are found all over the world in every continent. They cover about 10% of the surface in the world. There are 2 different types of glaciers. That is valley glaciers. They are found in high mountains. And continental glaciers. They are found around the North and the South Poles. The glaciers are also called ices. Let me turn to part 3. I will answer the question, how are they made? You need very special conditions to make a glacier. You need a place that has very cold winter with lots of snowfall, and very cool summer with warm melty ice. Glaciers start life as snowflakes. The snowflakes fall in billions onto the cold ground where they don't melt. As and more snow falls, the weight of the snow on top presses on the snow below and is turned into ice. The more the snow falls, the deeper the ice gets. The sheet of the ice gets so heavy that it starts to move. And the next one, I will answer the question, what happened to them? Valley glaciers slide slowly down the mountainside. When they get lower down where the air is warmer, they start to melt and form rivers and streams. Continental glaciers spread down until they reach the sea. And you can see the edges of the glacier break up in huge bits. These bits are called icebergs, and they float about in the sea. When they reach warmer water, they slowly start to melt. And finally, I will explain to you why people worried about them. Because glaciers often change size. If a glacier gets bigger, it is a healthy glacier. Many people think they are worried because glaciers are getting smaller much more quickly than they are growing. This is a sign that the temperature on Earth is rising. So, the reason of the melting ice? I will tell you. The first reason is the development of industry and not treating the waste into the environment. And the second reason is littering indiscriminately along with plastic waste. And the third reason is people cut down forests to get wood, land to build houses. It's similar to the fact that they point to the forest to farming. Those are just typical human actions that lead to environmental pollution. No trees to regulate the climate and all lead to greenhouse effect, global warming, and melting ice. So what happens if all the glaciers melt? About 70% of all the world's fresh water is in glaciers. And now you can see a tiny bit of an iceberg above the water. Most of it is hidden under the water. If our glacier melts, the sea will rise by about 70 meters. This will cover many cities, many people, animals, plants will die. And I have a few solutions to prevent the ice from melting, like plant trees, throw trash in the right place, and garbage sorting. We can use cloth or paper products instead of plastic and nylon. Save electricity and water energy. And last but not least, I would like to send you a message. No nature, no future. Please save our planet. That is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening. If you have another question, please tell me. Thank you.